We got brand new content, player of the month, new event rewards. We're gonna be looking over everything. I'm gonna be telling you what is the best way to get that program, if the program is worth it, if that grind is worth it. Same thing with the events. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Again, if you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And let me know down in the comment section below if you are doing this player of the month program or if you're just selling the cards. I know a new George Brett just dropped last week, so maybe you want him. Let's go take a look. So we're gonna start with the brand new event. If we go to event, there's a brand new event that you can, the rules are basically monthly cards, only top now future cards and live series. The overall max is at 92. It's sitting in games on all-star. If we look at the rewards, obviously you're gonna get some packs. If I click the right thing, you're gonna get some packs, headliners, more reward events. At 13 wins, you get a 94 big poppy. As you can see here, 103 contact against right with 113 power, 90 contact against left with 95 power. That is very good hitting wise. If you played MLB The Show 21, you know his swing is amazing. And yeah, he's going to be very good. Obviously, speed and defense is just not there. But offensively, he's going to be very solid. If we move over 15 wins, you get a set 20 headliners. And at 20 wins, you get this 94 Carlos Correa. 103, 97 against right with 92, 86 against left. Gold defense, 68 speed. This card is going to be very good. He has a very good swing. And I think this card is right on par with a lot of the future cards that we got. We got a lot of middle infielders. This card does not have secondary position, but he can play shortstop very well. He's going to be hitting tanks. And if we keep going over, there's going to be some more alt packs, including the always intense packs. Obviously, you know, the older ones. So this is definitely going to help with those collections towards that George Brett. And then we get the new always intense pack that it does include this card. But let's go to the player of the month program and see if it's actually worth it. I'm going to tell you the fastest way I think it is to do it. Obviously, we learned some from the Rizzo program, like the April program. What I did, I ended up selling those cards. I was working in the collection, the live series collections, that is. So I ended up selling. I didn't think it was worth it. It was a first baseman. We had a ton of better options, or not necessarily better options, but comparable options. So now moving over to the May monthly reward, they're giving us lightning 95 overall Rafael Devers. We'll go over the attributes in just a second, but I actually love this pick. We had George Brett come out last week. A lot of people cannot afford him right now. We saw why the prices went down. So this Devers is obviously not as good as that George Brett, but his swing is very good. And on top of that, the attributes are absolutely insane. So let's go over the content first. Obviously, we're going to start here. 46 points. As you can see, we have Matthew Liberton. So lefty starting pitcher, fastball sinker, sweeping curve, circle, changing slider. So nothing that jumps out at you. He does have nice little pitch speed differential, 92 hits per 9 is okay, but he's just cards that you want to collect, not necessarily to use in rank, because I'm expecting you to have better options. Here we got Jake Berger, solid lefty killer. Honestly, 99 105 against lefties is going to be very solid. You can add him in the bench if you want to face the lefties. He can play second base as well, primary third baseman. Then we got Kyle Farmer, secondary catcher, and I know you guys love that. Secondary catcher, he can play catcher, obviously with 79 fielding. That's going to drop a little bit at catcher, but catcher defense is really not that important, I don't think. But 102.99 against lefties, very solid. 88.85 against righties, very well balanced there. He has 99 bunt, but not a lot of speed, so I guess you can sacrifice bunt with him. But he also plays second and third. And then Trent Grisham, I always love this swing. I wish his contact was a little bit higher. He does have 84 and 78 contact. 90 and 80 power is solid. Defense and speed is there, above average. Definitely diamond defender at 90. Fielding, him playing all three outfield positions. You're gonna be getting these cards as you move on in this May monthly program. If we move over, we get the first choice pack of the monthly cards. This time it's 91 overall. So in the first April month, we had 88 overall in the base round. So basically this is a base round and it's a 91 overall. If we look at them, still loading, Clay Holmes, very solid option for 91, 111 hits per 9, 99 below, 99 break, sinker, slider, curveball. As you can see, hits 95 on the sinker, 84 miles an hour on the slider, 83 on the curveball, 90, 98 on the fastball. But if we look at the pitch control, 99 on the sinker, 90 on the slider is very good. You're gonna have to use those two pitches. Wish he had another pitch, but sinker, slider, I mean, this guy is very good off the pen, actually, for a 91 overall if we really look at it. But then on top of that, he does have outlier on the primary pitch, so obviously that sinker is going to be touching 98, 99 is going to be coming in very hot with honestly very solid per 9s right now. Moving over, we got Dansby Swanson, shortstop, had a solid month, 87, 80 against righty, 176 against lefties. Very well balanced, nothing jumps out at you. He has a very good swing. 83 speed is actually solid as well. Gold defender, he plays second and third. But again, this card is more for the program. I think you probably have better options. I think obviously like that Carlos Correa we just showed you is better. Future Stars cards are better as well. Moving over, we got Dalton Varsho, primary catcher. He plays all 3 outfield positions as well. 67 power against lefties is where he's lacking, but very good against righties. 89-90, as you can see there. 79 speed for a catcher. He's actually very good. Parallel 4 gets him diamond defender at catcher, so not terrible. He can obviously play the outfield, so that's why his speed is also a little bit higher than your regular catcher. Moving over, we got Cole Calhoun. He has 92-102 against righty, 97-83 against lefty, so very well balanced. These cards are solid. 39 speed is not great. If you use him, it's probably going to be for a bench bat because he can definitely hit righties. That's a very good swing. I've used him in previous years, especially in BR, and he can swing it a little bit. They gave us a Martin Perez, 91 overall. Obviously, he was supercharged earlier this past month. 110 stamina, 95 his per nine. I wish it was a little bit higher, but very similar to what like a Cliff Lee that we just got in the previous event. Sinker cutter guy, circle change as well. Obviously he's not going to be striking out a lot of people, as you can see with 69 K per 9, 78 velo. But if we look at the control, it's there. 90 on the sinker, 95 on the cutter, 88 on the circle change. So that's very good control, and obviously the pitch break as well in all 3 pitches is not bad. It's not a bad little option. And then Ryan Helsley. So this card, 115 hits per 9, has a 91 overall. Fastball slider, 12-6, and a circle change. He does not have outlier. Hopefully they can fix that or add it. But this card can be good out of the pen, cheap budget little option there. Then obviously that's at 70 points. At 80 you get another one of those packs. You're gonna choose another one, and then at 95 you get another one. So you get 3 of those. You're gonna get 3 plays, and I'm gonna tell you how to attack it, which cards to draft or pick out of those packs, and then what's going to be the best way to use them. And then at 110 points you get the first 93 overall. So this is a high diamond pack. We have a Jose Altuve, Pete Alonso, and Tarik Skubal. Let's start with Skubal. I mean, this card, 97 hits per 9, is a 93 overall because he's well balanced all across the board. He just doesn't have it, like 94 mile an hour fastball with 89 slider, 97 hits per 9. This card can probably have 115 hits per 9, and it probably wouldn't be anything special like that in game per se. Very good control, as you can see, decent pitch break. But this card is just basically for the program. Pete Alonso, though. Pete Alonso is somebody that does look very good. 97, 90 against righties, and 92 contact against left with 111 power. So again, it's a first baseman. We know there's a lot of first basemen every single year. But the fact that he has 97 contact against righties is very good. And that 111 power against lefties is obviously insane. Silver defense as well, if you really care for that over at first. And then moving over to second base, we have Jose Altuve. Very well balanced, and I always kind of like these cards, like his swing. 97-92 against right, 88-95 against left. Silver defender, no arm. He plays shortstop as a secondary. You probably don't want to add that because 57 arm strength is just not gonna get the ball there probably. But 72 speed, kind of average for a middle infielder. And then obviously at 125 you get the second pack of the 93 overall. And if we move forward, we do have at 150 this Jim Rice, the legend flashback or the legend player of the month. 98 contact against right with 102 power, and then 96 contact against left with 98 power. So very well balanced. Gold defender, 55 speed. I wish this card came out a few weeks earlier. That would have been kind of nice, but it is what it is. We can get him now. You want to use him, you obviously can. A lot of good outfield positions, and honestly this card is very good. Very well balanced with a very good swing. But that's gonna get you closer and closer. Obviously more packs, more cover athletes packs. If you're working towards that Mauer to work towards that George Brett, you're gonna get some more cover athletes packs as well. But here we have the Rafael Devers, the guy that we're gonna be working with or towards if we really want, right? And he is a 95 overall, 115, 109 against right, 110, 81 against left. So very good offensively. Obviously he does meet that power threshold against lefties, which was the only concern that we could have had. He had an insane month with 381 batting average, 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. Gold defender over a third, and a lot of people have talked about how his defense is not great. He's a gold defender in MLB The Show right now. 52 speed is very good actually for a third baseman. It's all you need, and he's definitely a righty killer, but with 110 contact against left, he's definitely going to be able to hit lefties as well. So this card is very good. So if you cannot afford that George Brett, this may be your guy, and you can basically get him for free. Let's tell you the fastest way to get him for free. So what we're going to be going over the moments. Obviously the first moments are the things that you have to do first to get over to stage 2. You probably should have the moments by now in week 3. So week 4 is going to include what, 6 moments, and then you're going to have to get the collection done here for the Made Tops Now cards. we have right now, we have 11, and by the time we complete all the moments, we're gonna have enough to get an advance to stage 2. So obviously, once you complete that, you will be able to advance to stage 2, and as you can see here, you will be start picking up the 91 overall cards. What I recommend in this one is just pick up the 91 Clay Holmes, pick up that Martin Perez and Ryan Helsley. And the reason is because if you look at the missions, you need obviously 2000 XP. You're going to be playing against the CPU. You're going to need 2000 XP with top now cards. Create a lineup with top now cards, but also use the pitchers first. Once you do the pitchers, you need 500 with each, right? So for example, we look at Helsley, 500 XP. Perez 500 XP and Holmes 500 XP. That's 1500. That's 3 points each. 9 points right there. Once you complete all 3 XP missions with each player, that's going to be 1500. You're 1000 away with them, and that will give you the extra 15 points for completing the 2500 with the pitchers. Then you can focus on the hitters with, obviously, you're going to need some XP. The base round is 250. For the pitcher is still 500. And then the higher pack is going to be 250 for the hitters, as you can see, and you're going to need 1500 XP for the hitters. So what you're going to want to do is then you pick up the hitters. You can add them to the lineup and work with that towards that XP that you need. And that should get you enough to get that Rafael Devers. Obviously, I do think this program is definitely worth it, especially if you do not have that George Brett. And I know a lot of you guys don't have George Brett. George Brett is very expensive. It will become cheaper as the content keeps coming out, but this Devers is very solid. It reminds me a little bit of that Carlos Delgado, which is a 97 overall, right? Very high contact and high power against right. Still very good contact against left with over 80 power against lefty. So I think this card is definitely worth it. If you don't have George Brett, and I don't, I'm probably a couple weeks away from that George Brett. So Rafi is probably going to be my third baseman for the near future. And I think we can get him quick. We already learned from the first Player of the Month program. So let's go ahead and grind. And here you can see part of the reason why I say these Rafael Devers is so good. Obviously, this is the live series. He's playing up now, but he was in an 83 over when he first started, or when the game first came out. I think it was an 81 overall. I have him parallel 3, and as you can see, 447 batting average, 20 home runs, 34 RBIs, over 15, almost 1600 OPS. So this card is very good. The swing is very good. Even defensively hasn't been bad because it's honestly third base. So just imagine what that 95 Devers can do. So again, there you have it. I do think it's worth it. It's going to be a few hours of a grind, but it's a free card, a free 95 Devers. Plus, you get a ton of good cards along the way. So again, happy grinding. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to help somebody out. Make sure to like the video if I did, and let me know down in the comment section below if you're doing this Player of the Month program, which another reason why I'm doing it is because I'm going to add it for, I'm going to use it as a voucher. I'm going to use it as a voucher towards that George Brett that eventually I'm going to get. But again, thank you so much for watching. This is YeYo, and I'll check it on the next one. I'm out.